guys, welcome to the first edition of Faces of Makeup. My name is Melissa, and today we have a special guest with us today.
My name is Aye.
Hey girl.
Hey.
How you been?
I'm good.
All right, so let's start. So, where were you born and raised, and where do you currently reside?
So I was born in the Bronx, raised in Harlem my entire life, and when I turned 21, that's when I moved to the Bronx.
How do you like living in the Bronx?
It's not as much going on in the Bronx as it is in Harlem, especially now because Harlem has all these like lounges and restaurants and places to go, whereas the Bronx isn't really like that. But my neighborhood is quiet, except for the summertime. But
Bronx always gets a bad rap.
yeah, I know,
Like,
but
some
my
people
neighborhood is not that bad, so I don't really complain. It just be a lot of music in the summertime, but it's not bad.
You live by yourself?
Yeah,
Ooh, yes, me too. High five. Yes.
independent. Okay.
Yeah, okay. What was your parents and family's first reaction when you started to pursue makeup more than just a hobby?
My mom, she didn't really take it seriously. She was just like, "Oh, that's not really a job. There's no 401k." She's like, "There's no benefits." She's like, "Go work at the bank or go do nursing." And I'm like, "That doesn't interest me." Like, so
Yeah.
I'm just like, "No." But my dad, my dad is nonchalant. He's not really the pressuring kind. So I told him, I'm like, "Look, I make money out of this and this is what I want to do. And I'm working for myself and I don't have to report to nobody." So I'm like, and I'm making more out of this than I was making, working for somebody else. I'm like, so he was like, okay. Like,
Oh, wow, that's good.
yeah. And then my mom, she was just,
She got
yeah. And then eventually she stopped talking. So I'm just like,
I would say my dad was the least supportive. Like my mom, she wasn't supportive, but my dad was even worse. Like he put me
oh,
down.
damn.
What? That guy was just like, you're not gonna do you're not gonna make money, and he hates makeup.
Oh, my
But my
God.
mom, like, cause I'm a shopaholic, so I would buy a lot of makeup, and she would be like, "Why are you buying all this makeup?" So I was like, I need it. I like it, But I wasn't really taking clients, but
You became a hoarder.
I am a hoarder. You see my makeup room. I am a hoarder.
Yo.
How did you ultimately decide to become a full-time MUA?
So prior to me being MUA, I was working at a bakery as a cake decorator. So I have experience in decorating cakes. And I was juggling between that and doing makeup part-time. And I don't know if I'm jumping questions, but I don't know. Okay, so I just ended up like, it was one day, it was so abrupt. It was like I was doing makeup for a high school senior and typically their appointments are early in the morning and I had to go to work right after that. But I looked at my phone and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna be late. And that whole week or the 2 weeks prior to that, I was just contemplating like, yo, should I just quit? Because as time went by, I had people inquiring like, hey, are you available this day, this time, this time? And every time I looked at it, I'm like, damn, I'm at work. And I kind of started to enjoy doing the makeup more than I was working for someone else. So I'm like, I just text my manager. I'm like, hey,
You told her you're not coming back? Oh,
I'm like, hey, I can't come in anymore. Sorry, this has to be my last day. I know it's so unprofessional. I wanted to put the 2 weeks in, but it was just so abrupt. I'm like, yo, let me just pursue this. Like, I'm like, the worst that could happen is I don't make money out of it.
Yeah,
but
you go back to working.
yeah, I could find a job. But I don't want to sound cocky or anything, but I could find a job pretty easy because my resume, every job that I was at, I was there for a long period of time, and that's typically what jobs like to see, and when you have a good interview with them. So I was like, oh,
that's good.
The worst that could happen if I don't.
Decorating cakes.
Yeah.
I
I was working at, I worked at Magnolia and I worked at Billy's Bakery.
Oh, okay.
Everybody knows Magnolia for the banana
I
pudding.
love Billy's Bakery.
Yeah, no,
good,
it's
though.
like a dupe, but it's okay. It's not important.
It's just not important. Look at you now.
I know.
How would you describe your style of makeup?
My personal style of makeup, when I first started doing makeup on myself, it was more so like I was crazy about eyeshadow. I would wear lipstick. But now that I don't want to, now that I'm a little older and I prefer the calm. Like I don't really care for eyeshadow if I'm going out. I don't really care for lipstick anymore. I just like, even right now, my face is just eyebrows, foundation, eyelashes, mascara, blush. And I don't even really care for highlight anymore. And my lip gloss, and I'm good to go.
How about for your clients, though?
For my clients, it depends on each client's preference because some clients don't like having too much on their face. Then you have clients that want to be glammed up. Then you have clients that just want the like calm in between. So it depends on their preference. But typically when they sit down, I like to ask them and be like, so what kind of look are you going for? Even though I know what they booked for, but I would still like them to tell me, what kind of look they're envisioning so I can help bring their vision to life.
Yeah, that's good. Does your African background influence or affect the way you do makeup?
I don't think it does, but it did help me start my makeup career. So in a sense, that's pretty much where my clientele grew from. I started with a lot of African clients, and that's because I'm African myself. And there's always, like, in the African community, there's so many events. There's baby showers, there's weddings. Yeah, there's like weddings almost every Sunday at night. Like, so that's pretty much where I started from. And I had my sister and her friends and my old friends. Oh, that sounded so bad. My old friends.
Your old friends? Oh no.
My friends in the past, pretty much.
Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that.
This is going so wrong.
It's okay.
Yeah. So my friends, they would be like, oh, hey, I'm coming over, do my face, and I'd be like, okay. Well, that's pretty much how I started. So.
Do you like your African clients?
Yeah,
Okay,
a lot of them are funny.
A couple of students, they don't like their African clients. They like it a certain way. They're very like, they have their own style.
Oh, for the makeup?
Yeah, like very big brows.
I feel like the Instagram really helps get your work out there and also lets everyone see. But my thing is also, even though if you show me, okay, I want my face to look like yours, I'll tell you, like, okay, I can do your face to look like the idea of what she has going on her face, but it might not look the same on you because makeup, in my opinion, makeup sits differently on everyone's skin based on my experience.
That's good. How does social media affect your business? Good or bad?
I want to say mainly good, but sometimes it could be bad also because if you kind of have a personal life and then you're on social media,
clients don't like this.
and you get caught slipping, like you posting stuff, but you didn't respond to some stuff. Hey, I DM'd you, and then it's just like a conflict of when you're on social media for personal time and when you're on social media for business time, and when it's hard in a way because I don't know how to describe it. When I want to be on social media just for my time, I just want to be there scrolling through my feed, seeing what's new in the makeup world or seeing what's new in like friends and everybody else's feed. But then you have clients that's DMing you and then you kind of get caught and attacked.
Yeah, they DM you while you're in the club, right?
Yeah.
While you're in the club having a good time.
Oh my God, I got caught in Le Souk. Somebody was like, you in Le Souk? I'm like,
you couldn't wait till tomorrow to ask me this question?
Some girl was like flashing me. I'm like, who is this? She was like, I'm like, oh, I can't go out in peace. Like, you see me in public, mind your business. I'm off the clock.
How do you say it affects you, like in a good way though?
In a good way, the social media affects me in a good way because that's what keeps my business thriving. That's where I advertise my business. Besides getting more clients by word of mouth, social media definitely does help because sometimes I ask my clients, I'll be like, oh, how'd you find me? Some of them will say, based off recommendations, they'll be like, oh, you did my friend's makeup last week. Or they'll be like, oh, I just hashtagged Bronx makeup artist, or I hashtagged New York City makeup artist, and I found you, and you was all over there, girl. And I'll be like, oh, okay, that's nice to know, because sometimes I used to think that the hashtags was just bogus, but they work. Yeah, I was so surprised as how many people be like, oh, hashtag. I'll be like, oh, okay, so I'll keep hashtagging my life away.
Hashtag. Because honestly, a lot of, like, I'll have people from the Bronx still come to me. I'm like, why don't you go to a Bronx makeup artist? Because I live deep in Brooklyn. And sometimes they take the train and you have to take like a couple of trains to get to my house. And people be like, I don't know nobody. I'm like, Glam by A and Makeup by Penda. Yeah, I be like, they do makeup. They like, I've never heard of them. I'm like, you need to use the hashtag.
The hashtags,
Yeah, that's good. When you're not doing makeup, give us a rundown on your full day.
Oh, God. My life is boring. I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing. I don't do much. That's the only thing. Like, I don't have a very big social life. Like, I don't really travel a lot. I don't really party a lot. Like, I kind of left the party phase of my life because I was doing that since I was like 19, 20, 21. By the time I hit 22, I was just like, it was just repetitive, you know? And I got to a stage of life where I wanted to be focused, doing what I enjoy, being more to myself, less drama, and just saving more money. Yeah, saving more money.
You should travel and party. It's a different experience.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
If you travel, like you won't want to party here. Like me, I don't mind going to clubs here, but I'd rather go away and travel.
Makes sense.
It's a better experience. What and who are some things, people that inspire you to become more of the successful entrepreneur and makeup artist that you are now?
Oh God, repeat the question.
Okay, this is a long question.
Yeah.
What and who are some things / people that inspire you to become more of the successful entrepreneur and makeup artist that you are now?
Honestly, social media. I follow a lot of great artists, including yourself. You know, I took a one-on-one with you like last year. Was that last year?
I think it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yo, time
flies. We've been following each other for
That
was before I moved
Even though
out.
you stopped doing the little snap tutorials, but it's okay. We forgive you.
Girl, don't blame me.
Yeah, I get like a lot of inspiration from like seeing what other artists can create because everyone has a different mindset, and it's just amazing how it's all makeup, but everyone can execute it differently. So it just continues to inspire you and be like, oh, wow, this is nice. Maybe I should do it this way, or I can recreate this look. So it allows your mind to go outside of that little bubble that
we live in. Okay. What are some things that you do when you feel like you're losing focus and creativity in your craft?
That mainly happens to me when I overwork myself. Like it mainly happens when I'm working, I want to say November, December, which is my busiest times of the month. Yeah. Like when I'm not getting enough sleep, I'm waking up early every day. I'm going to sleep late every day. My mind isn't there. Like, don't get me wrong. I still execute the work great, but then inside my head, I know probably I could do better, or probably I could create a different eyeshadow look. So I would just honestly take a vacation. Like after December, I went to Africa It was hot, but it was fun. Yeah, I was there for a month.
What part did you go?
I went to West Africa. It's Guinea. Yeah.
I wanted to go to Nigeria.
Last
December. I might go this December.
You've been.
Girl, you already know.
I'm not going to say nothing, but it's okay. I already know. It's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm gonna go one of these.
It's all right.
Years.
Go do your thing. It's hot. It's like home away from home for me, honestly. So I get to go.
Were you born there or you born here?
I was born here, but the rest of my mom and dad family is over there. So even when I'm when I'm there, I'm still like home away from home, basically. Yeah, my aunt, my uncles, everything is cozy. I can still go out, still enjoy myself. People cook for you. You know, I don't cook, so. And I come back and then basically I feel refreshed. Yeah, like it's just basically I need a break.
Makeup, right?
Yeah, and I miss doing. And whenever I go to Africa, it's always at least for a month. So.
Oh, you go for a long time.
The ticket is expensive, girl.
Yeah, it's like $1,000.
Yeah, it's over $1,000. So the ticket is expensive. Get your money's worth.
Like $2,000.
You got money.
I said, oh no, we gonna have to have both. Because I wanted to.
It's a long trip. Yeah, it's a long trip.
But then I was like, okay, no.
Yeah, that's not worth it. It's alright. Hold it down.
Nah, it's worth it. Somebody else pay for it. All right. So I see you have a YouTube channel. What are some things? I'm gonna start that over. I see you have a YouTube channel. What are some of your goals for YouTube? Have you noticed any changes with your social media branding since you started your channel?
I haven't noticed major changes, but one of my goals for my YouTube channel currently is to be more consistent because the thing is when you have a busy schedule, it becomes a little hard to juggle I edit myself, I record myself. So then to have the time to sit down and edit is also time consuming and you need to be focused editing because if you're multitasking throughout editing, it's going to take... It used to take me like a week to edit. Sometimes it takes me a month. Like it depends on how busy my makeup schedule is and then my personal life. Like it's a little so much to juggle. So I'm trying to just find a balance for now where I could incorporate maybe like make a YouTube schedule for myself. Mainly that's where I struggle for now.
Calendar. That's what I did.
Create a calendar. Yeah.
How long have you been doing it?
I had my channel for a little over a year, but I haven't dropped a YouTube video on myself in probably since November, I want to say.
Girl, we need to see you. What's your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel is IA Diallo.
Okay. All right. What are some challenges you face since becoming a MUA?
The challenges I face in the beginning was honestly socializing with my socializing. In the beginning, it was socializing with my clients, but then I learned that, socializing with them. Yeah, I was shy.
Also, you didn't speak to your clients?
I didn't really used to speak to them much, but then later on, like I ended up opening up, and now I don't talk to my clients as much because it be slowing me down.
I feel like you have to do, like, I find a balance,
yeah.
So I don't talk when I do
With
the brows,
eyebrows and
like,
eyeshadow, yes.
But when I do foundation,
that's when I start talking.
some of them get offended.
Like, some of them, like I'll still say something in the
yeah.
beginning, and then I'll be like, okay, girl, I'm gonna talk to you in a few, okay? Because I gotta focus on these brows.
I feel
Yeah.
like they'll understand, but you don't want to be mute the whole time.
Yeah, because I've had people tell me about experiences where
So
somebody's not talking to them.
Yeah, because these clients are shady. So you don't want it to be where they like, oh, she just took my money and she didn't want to talk to me. Or,
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
It was that, and
you have some of the best. I have some of the best conversations with my clients.
Yeah.
My clients be cracking me up.
Nah,
And
I be getting funny stories.
I be telling
some of them be trying to drag me out. They be like, let's go. They be like, you finished my face? I'm your last client? Okay, do your face. Let's go. I'll be like, I'll be like, catch me next week.
Yeah,
you gonna be in a bad day. Catch me next week.
Some of my clients, we actually became like cool.
Yeah, they become really cool. Like, clients turn into friends, basically. You'd be surprised.
A few of them. And when they see me out, they be like,
I enjoy doing
Melissa.
makeup. Yeah, they be like, I see you.
Yeah, so you build that relationship. That's good. What are a couple of makeup products that are must-haves in your stash?
My MAC foundation. But I knew you was gonna make that face.
I do not like MAC.
But you didn't even let me finish my sentence. Okay. But the other day, I finally found my shade in the Lancome foundation. And I remember I asked you about those foundations like a few months back, and I finally found my shade. So I like it. It's lightweight, medium to full, like buildable coverage or whatever. And especially for the summer, I don't like too much on my face because it's so hot and I'm oily.
Which MAC do you wear? Which foundation?
Studio Fix Fluid. Okay, next question. I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it?
I don't want to talk about it. Yes. It's all right, Trader.
Trader?
Oh, don't think I didn't know you didn't have. You had those in your question. You had them.
That's how much I didn't like it. I sold
really?
it. I sold it to my friend.
That's all right.
Yeah, you don't do
it's my OG.
No. Okay. There's a young entrepreneur watching this as we speak. What message will you give them for chasing their dreams or goals and becoming successful at what they do?
I would say don't give up. Be consistent, and if you have people that support you, allow them to support you. But I don't know how to phrase it. Like, just don't give up. Basically, if it came to your mind, pursue it. Basically, don't be scared. Don't think you can't do it. And if you need help, don't be afraid to ask for help. Yeah, because in the beginning, I was so afraid to reach out to other makeup artists and be like, oh, hey, because especially being a self-taught makeup artist, you teach yourself, but you won't know everything yourself. It's a trial and error process to learn. So and you don't come out, and you're not, I'm getting so tongue-tied. It's not like perfect. It's not a perfect process. There's going to be bumps in the road, but if you're able to ask people for help, some people might turn you away, which gets a little discouraging because, you put your pride aside and you reached out to somebody. Even I reached out to someone in their DM recently, and they made it seem like they was going to answer my question, and then they never did. And I'm just
sometimes,
like, all right.
It might not even be that, because sometimes, I'll be busy and I forget.
Yeah, so, that too. So just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, and just give it your best, basically.
I agree. So what's next for you, Glam Valle?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
No.
You don't have no future plans?
I'm thinking of some stuff, but
you don't want to say it?
Yeah, I can't say it yet because I haven't acted on it.
Okay.
So I'm just thinking about some stuff. There's some little things going up in my little brain up there.
Good. I'm excited. That's good.
I'm excited.
So that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't share anything. That's not
what?
Nice. You guys give me a little something.
It's my tea to share.
Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind.
It's my tea to share.
All right, it's okay.
I'm not ready to share it yet, but you'll be the first to know.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, VIP. So thank you guys so much for watching this edition of Faces of Makeup. I am Melissa, so make sure you guys follow my Instagram, beautyby_Melissa.
And I'm IA. Thank you guys so much for watching. My Instagram name is Glam by IA.
And make sure you guys stay tuned. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Bye, guys.